TK, the Raisin Man.
All right, back here with the New York Jets, man. And Jets made some changes at the quarterback position. They got Justin Fields. Let's go, Justin. Let's see if you can make a difference in New York. You couldn't do it in Chicago. Couldn't do it in Pittsburgh. Try again, my friend. Let's try the New York Jets. Also making changes at the coaching rank, bringing in Aaron Glenn over from the Detroit Lions. Aaron Glenn, of course, former cornerback of the New York Jets back in the day, coming back to his former team to try to get this Jets team resurrected. Jets team ain't been no count since the Rex Ryan days. 5-12 last season. Bet MGM got him at 5.5. 5.5, folks. The Jets, man. Who has any faith in the New York Jets? But again, this ain't my opinion. This is the Aboriginal Sports Network. Hit that like button. Bringing in Big Pat, Shakes, and Coach. Talk to me about what happened with the Jets last season and 5-12. Projected to win 5 games again.
Yeah, New York Jets are gonna do New York Jets things, man. They're gonna get. They just last year it was just tumultuous, man. Aaron Rodgers not being the Aaron Rodgers of old. You get what's my man Devontae Adams to come over there to try to bring the New York Packers back over there, man. Their defense was on the field too much. They didn't have any camaraderie over there. You had Aaron Rodgers getting GMs and coaches fired, and it was all crazy, man. The Jets, they were just tumultuous last year, man. They didn't have too many bright points except for their defense. So that's the way it went down with the Jets last year, man. Coach, I don't know if you have any stats for these guys, but hey, let them see what they did last year as far as the stats, man.
Chief, offensively, they were 24th in the league. With almost 5,300 yards, 3,700 in the air, 1,500 on the ground, third in terms of defense. So, that's where they made their mark. If you wanted to say that, Rodgers, when he was here, roughly almost 3,900 yards passing. And then on the ground game, Breece Hall led the way with about almost 900 yards. Braylon Allen contributed about 300 yards. So there you have it in terms of receiving yards. Garrett Wilson seemed to be the most productive, over 1,100 yards receiving yards. So that's pretty much it. So in terms of the stats for the Jets.
Yeah. Shakes, you got anything about what the Jets were and what they did last season, man? Talk to them.
Nah, I mean, they was in shambles last year and a lot of firings and all types of shit. Going through what they was going through with Aaron Rodgers, it's just a wash. You know what I mean? But now they, what are they revamping now, right? They just totally wiped that shit clean. and I like the direction that they are going forward.
Mhm.
I love the Aaron Glenn hiring. He's a beast defensive coordinator, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be a beast head coach. And I think he's definitely going to turn that Jets team around. Just not this year. They're going to go through a transition this year on trying to figure out the culture that Aaron Glenn is trying to bring to that locker room, as well as what he's trying to present to them. I think what they really and what I think he really is going to do is focus on the run game, because they have a hard-nosed defense, and they're going to be a hard-nosed defense with Aaron Glenn. Now, all they have to do is have a good run game, which they have 2 good running backs. So if they can lean on that run game and just allow Fields to not throw 40, 50 times a game, and maybe just 20, 25, 30, I think that's the range that he should be at. I think they'll be in a good state, but we'll see. But yeah, I think that they're definitely gonna be a good team going forward. Just not this year.
Yeah, man. Probably not this season, but you never know. Let's take a look at what the Jets did this offseason. Let's start here with some of the key losses. Yeah, it is sad for the Jets. Pretty sad. Aaron Rodgers, peace. Devontae Adams, peace. Tyler Conklin, peace. Morgan Moses, Tyron Smith, Wes Schweisinger. I mean, who else did they lose? You know, this
Me, and I didn't even play for him.
Look, man, when you're in the position of the Jets, everybody think this Jets team is some team that's ready to take off and just win a bunch of games, or, you know, they got this ready-made team and all they need is a quarterback and put Justin Fields in there and Aaron Rodgers, Justin Fields. I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but again, we're talking about Aaron Rodgers versus Justin Fields. That was your quarterback move in the offseason. Devontae Adams left. We'll see who you brought in, but again, I don't think it was Devontae Adams. You lost 2 kickers. Just like the Jets, to lose 2 kickers, you lose 2 kickers. How you lose 2 kickers?
Nah, because Legatron wasn't legging.
Yo,
Legatron
I got it, bro.
was not legging, bro. He was.
He was trash.
He needs to go.
Kickers.
I could have kicked better than him last year, but man, when you get back to the losses, these dudes lost
And a punter.
everybody, bro. They lost everybody, bro. Like, what is really good with these East teams? They lose everybody. Look at that list. You lose your captain and CJ Mosley. You lose your second best corner, DJ Reed. You lose Eguavoen, who was pretty good. You lose Chuck Clark, Ashton Davis, and Jalen Mills. All your safeties, all your kickers and punters, all your defensive linemen. You lost Hassan Reddick. He never really wanted to play for you. You lost pretty much your whole offensive line. You lost both your tight ends. You lost your top receiver and your top quarterback. Coach, talk to him, man. This is ridiculous.
A lot of losses there. The biggest one is Aaron Rodgers, but is that more so because of bringing in who they brought in, addition by subtraction? I mean, last year, really, the Jets were run by Aaron Rodgers. So they're headed in a new direction. And to have a clean start, refresh start, yeah, you have to lose all that. You have to peel back all the layers, get rid of everything, get rid of all the dysfunction to build it up. So right now, the losses to me are not losses. I mean, and you know me, I always talk about the trenches, the offensive and defensive line. But right now, because of the direction that they're trying to go and where they're headed, I think it's more so kicking them out as opposed to losses. So you're getting rid of the stink. So back to you.
Yeah, man. Shakes, man. What you think about these losses for these Jets, man? Which one of these losses you think is going to impact them the most?
I would have to say maybe the CJ Mosley, but not just, you know what I mean, just because he does bring a lot production wise as well, but that leadership factor, like he was a true leader in that locker room, and his loss is gonna affect him. I don't know, it might bring him back because that's how big his leadership is, and ain't nobody really signed him yet, so it looked good for him. But yeah, maybe he retires. I don't know. But that guy, CJ Mosley, in that locker room, it's huge. Huge. So yeah, that's a huge loss, man.
All right, so yeah, we totally agree that they had huge losses, man. Let's see if they gained anything. Good grief.
Word.
Well, speaking of, yeah, I mean, this is it. This is it, folks. This is it. Justin Fields, and Jamon Davis, Brandon Stevens. I don't know, man.
Can we get to the next segment, please?
Cooked, bro. Now that's a team that's cooked. Y'all want to talk about a team that's cooked?
Oh.
Cooked.
Yo, this is all that needs to be played for this, bro.
That's
Can we
terrible.
please get to the next segment?
Oh
That's
my
terrible.
God, bro. I mean, Andre Cisco, anybody?
Listen, man.
All right.
Go to draft picks. Go to draft picks. Go to draft picks.
Oh my God. That's a damn
Jesus.
shame. All right. Now we can't front on the draft, man. Membo, I think with time can be solid. Mason Taylor, tight end. They needed a tight end. Osray Thomas, we interviewed at the Senior Bowl. Good kid. I think he's gonna be awesome for them. In that secondary with Sauce Gardner. But I mean, it's not an outstanding draft. It's okay. But which one of these draft picks you think is gonna help the Jets out the most? Because they need it. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, they need a lot of help, brother. But they did make one draft pick that was half decent, and that was their first round draft pick, Membo. I think Membo is going to be pretty doggone good. He is a very, very athletic tackle. Like I said, Coach Sexy Fatties, you know a lot about Membo. I know a lot about him too because you see the things that he does. He's nasty. He's very physical and he's athletic, and he can move people out the way for Breece Hall. So I do give them credit for getting Membo. early in the draft. He was projected to go in the mid rounds, but they took a chance on him high in the draft, and I think that chance will be, a very good risk right there. So Mimbo, yeah, I'm with Mimbo right there.
But coach,
Um,
what's your thoughts?
I agree with Pat in terms of the pick. It's Membo, and Pat hit on all the points. But one of the biggest things that I like about Membo is he finishes the play and he finishes his man. And when I say finishes him, he puts the defender on their hind parts. And that's just something that offensive linemen need to have to develop into good to great offensive linemen. I'm not saying he's great, but I'm saying he has the tools to be able to be developed into a good to great offensive lineman in the NFL. That's what I have for you.
All right, Shakes, what you think about him, man?
Once again, just like the Dolphins, I love this draft. I think this is where you get to the meat potatoes of what they're trying to do going forward. Great first round pick. Mason Taylor, who is Jason Taylor's son. I love that pick. Um, Ezra Thomas, much needed. Aaron Smith, needed. Um, just Malachi Moore. That's what I call him, Malachi. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But yeah, that's a big pick. And then you got two of my sons, man, right there. Two of my sons, two of my kids, Francisco and my boy Tyler Barron. And Francisco's little brother coming out next year. I hope he's
Nice.
a giant. He's a fucking animal, son. So yeah, I think they hit on every pick for me. They hit. Now it's just about them growing up together and growing in this Aaron Glenn now system and what he's trying to do. So not so much on them free agency signings. Them free agency signings was trash. But I think where they went hard body at is in this draft, and what they trying to do is build from the draft, and I like it.
Yeah, man, but let's get on to this roster, man. Let's just take a look at this roster, man, real quick, man. Let's take a peek at the New York Jets roster, man. Hey, Olu Fashanu, John Simpson, Joe Tippmann, Elijah Vera Tucker, and Mimbu slated to start. So, again, you think about this offensive line, you think about Justin Fields, Tyrod Taylor. Those are your quarterbacks. Breece Hall, Braylon Allen. I like that running back combo. But, I mean, Garrett Wilson. And you got Josh Reynolds and Alan Lazard, man. Alan Lizard and Garrett Wilson.
Well, I'm gonna say
I'm
this.
just look, bro. Hold up, real quick. That is not a very attractive combination right there, man. To have a quarterback like Justin Fields throwing to. I don't know, man. This ain't looking good, man. But y'all talk about the team, talk about the defense, and get into how this depth chart looks.
Listen, man. I'm gonna say one thing about this offense. You better run the ball and throw it to Garrett Wilson. That's what you better do. You better run that ball and include Justin Fields in running the ball with a lot of RPO and get that ball to Garrett Wilson. That is your only shot. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Coach, what about the defense?
I mean, the defense has the tools to continue on in what they've been doing. It's just a matter of learning the system that Aaron Glenn is trying to instill and implement. And then on the back end, I mean, being that you did lose certain players on that back end, especially two safeties, how do they gel? But again, Aaron Glenn was a former defensive back, and he knows New York City, he knows the area, so he's built for getting them up to par. So I think they have the tools, at least in the starting unit. What do you do to develop in the second, and anything else after that is just going to be key.
Shakes.
Mhm.
Stamp of approval or trash?
Yeah, I'm gonna say trash for right now. But the thing is, I like the direction though, right? Like, I don't think it's a complete process or a complete thing yet. It's still yet to be seen, but this is him just putting his foot on it and saying this is mine now in the Aaron Glenn. So I like it going forward. As far as like when you say the wide receivers, that's not attractive. But to me, I don't think you need attractive, dynamic wide receivers there. Now you got one with the Wilson or whatever, that's fine. And I think that's all they really need. And then like some tight ends. Because with Fields, he's not going to throw it. He's not a 4,000, 5,000 yard quarterback a season. Like, that's not what you're going to get from him. You're going to get 335, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to get a lot from his running. So when you put that in it and you got those two dynamic running backs there, and Allen and what's my other guy name? Because I don't want to
Hall,
butcher his name.
Brees Hall.
Yeah, Brees Hall. Right? When you got them two back there and you got a Justin Fields, now all I mean, your identity is to run the ball, play hard nosed defense. That's where it should go to, and that's where I think Aaron Glenn is trying to present. But yeah, you don't need no dynamic wide receivers there. So I like it going forward. Just like I said, it's just not for this year. Next year they're gonna make some noise. This year, it's gonna be a transition for me.
Okay.
Trash.
Stamp of approval, trash, and transition. Yo.
Yeah, trash.
Yeah, man. But looking at the schedule here, folks. So the Jets start off with the Colts, Patriots, Buffalo.
Wait a minute.
Okay, see, wait a minute. That's the wrong schedule.
Whoops. All right, so coming back here with the New York Jets schedule. Opening up at Pittsburgh. Then you get Buffalo, Tampa, Miami, the Cowboys, the Broncos, the Panthers, and then the Bengals. Oh my God. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. If the Jets come out of that stretch with more than 3 wins, I would be shocked.
Shit, more than 2. Yeah, that is brutal.
That's vicious. I mean, I'm saying Carolina, Miami, you know, and then you may have a shot against Tampa or Denver, depending on any given night type shit. But you ain't beating Pittsburgh or Buffalo, I don't think, or the Cowboys, because it's high that they just, I don't know. What's y'all thoughts?
It's over under 5.5, right?
5.5.
Under.
Yep.
I don't see 5 teams on that schedule that I can see that they can literally beat. I don't see 5 teams on that schedule. Because I think Jacksonville's on the same level as them. Maybe New Orleans. Maybe they get New England once or twice. That's 3. Maybe Cleveland. That's 4. Yeah, man. Under.
Coach.
Under. I mean, Pat just said it. I mean, you're looking at the schedule to start. You know, that's going to be key. And then how is the mindset going from there? You know, do they still compete even if their season is totally gone by the bye week? So it really is about, you know, I even wonder if they're going to be able to get to 4.5 as an over-under.
Facts.
Damn.
Facts.
Snakes. Any faith in the Jets?
What's the
5.5.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what though? I'm definitely going to give them some praise, man. So shouts to the Jets, man. Shouts to Jet fans out there. Cause yeah, I'm going over with that, man. I think they get 6 wins, man.
Okay, quick question before we get off the Jets. Name the 6 win.
Alright, let's go through it, y'all. Let me look at it right now. Alright. I see they can get 1. Shit.
Yeah.
Hold on. Just hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Name the 6 games.
Just hold on.
Hear the team.
Alright, so Carolina, right?
1,
Cleveland,
2,
New England,
3.
I want to say Atlanta, but no, they ain't gonna do it. Jacksonville,
4,
New Orleans,
5.
and they can beat New England again.
So they're sweeping New England.
There you go.
Mm.
Yeah, man. You know what time it is, man.
Man. I'm gonna take the under here as well. I think this Jets team is right at 5. That's why I'm picking them to be, and yeah. So you ain't getting that half, Jets. But check it out, man. We got one more team. That is the New England Patriots. Patriots fans got a lot of hope. Got high hopes. Let's see where the Aboriginal Sports Network